The news recently has been absolutely abuzz because of the Fukushima power plant in Japan releasing treated nuclear wastewater into the Pacific Ocean. And this has been used as an excuse by the Chinese Communist Party to stir up anti-Japanese sentiment. For anyone who doesn't know, in 2011 an earthquake and a tsunami damaged the Fukushima nuclear power plant in Japan. And since then authorities have been trying to prevent a nuclear disaster by decontaminating the site. They've had to use seawater to cool down the damaged reactors, and this water has been stored in 1,000 huge water tanks until recently. Now the water is being filtered and released into the ocean. According to the United Nations, the only real risk left in the treated water is tritium, which is a radioactive isotope. And the CCP have been having a field day with this news. They've been holding press conferences, calling Japan selfish and asking for them to be reasonable. They've been blaming the UN and even Korea for staying silent, and they're vowing that Japan will pay for polluting the oceans. They've banned Japanese seafood, and they've sparked a wave of persecution of Japanese people and companies in China. Here's a Japanese tea shop in China, covering a Japanese character no with a Chinese de, to be less Japanese. This man went to a Lexus car show wearing a t-shirt saying that Japan should surrender, and he caused a fight. This lady's posted a video of herself crying because she was fired from her job as a teacher because 2 years ago she recommended Japanese literature to her students. Here some students have put up a sign about how the Japanese are going to make many animals extinct. This man posted an article on Weibo explaining that the tritium released from the Fukushima was not worth worrying about and saying that the whole thing was just a political stunt. And here's a post from the company he works for saying that they've fired him for spreading false information. This all is only the tip of the iceberg. Japanese people are being harassed, Japanese shops are being damaged, the Japanese government is telling citizens to not speak Japanese loudly in public and to keep a low profile in China, and even my own Chinese friends are buying into the CCP propaganda and spreading information about how the Japanese are devils, guedza, and are harming the world. But it is all lies. All of it. Thanks to the Great Firewall of China, China is becoming an echo chamber of nothing but fear and lies. The truth is that although the dumping of tritium into the ocean is not a good thing, China dumps far more into the oceans, along with untreated chemicals and industrial waste. I recently read a report about how US doctors reported the high lead content found in the bloodstreams of Chinese immigrants. Just yesterday, there was even news about how children in schools in China were being poisoned by the toxic insulation in the buildings. It is not the Japanese that are poisoning the Chinese. The only people that are poisoning the bodies, hearts and minds of the Chinese people are the CCP. And the number one polluter of the world is the CCP. They're pointing a finger at Japan to hide their own crimes, they're stealing from their own people, their own stupid policies have caused the crops in China to fail, they've flooded towns and villages because the CCP wanted to build a new capital city on a floodplain and sacrificed millions of homes to save it. Their economy is failing, their infrastructure is crumbling, the nation is run by triads, and it is a land where absolutely nothing works. Pointing the finger at Japan is nothing but whataboutism, and it's an effort to deny the responsibility of their own actions by having someone else take the fall. Friends, don't believe the lies. The CCP are the ones that will destroy our planet, not the Japanese. Thank you very much for listening to my rant. I just was online and speaking to some of my friends in China and have been absolutely disgusted at the things that they've been saying about Japanese people and about Japan. Not true. If you look it up online, and I do look it up online and think for yourself, you don't have to even listen to what I say. Look at what tritium's been released into the ocean. Even the UK releases far more tritium into the oceans around our tiny islands than Japan is doing, and yeah, it's just totally wrong to throw stones at the Japanese people when the decisions are completely out of their hands as well. Most Japanese people are actually against the dumping of the tritium into the ocean in the first place. As well as that, they're stay informed about the CCP, the Chinese Communist Party, and their propaganda. China is becoming a really strange place recently. I have family in China, I've been in China quite a few times, and China is a place that is really beginning to change, and not in a good way. If you want to stay informed, I really recommend China Uncensored. I recommend watching Serpenzi and Sea Milk. They are very good Chinese YouTubers, or China YouTubers. And to be completely honest, people do scold and talk about them being like they're very biased and everything else. But the thing about it is each of them have lived in the country for years. Sea Milk and Serpenzi are both Chinese, or married to Chinese ladies. Both of them really made good efforts. If you go back to their earlier videos, they did do unbiased stuff about China. And they've seen how things have been changing. And honestly, I think that their insights are absolutely fantastic. And a lot of my Chinese friends and family really agree with what they say. So, anyway, thank you once again for watching, guys. And as always, if you find this video helpful, please make sure to share it. Thank you once again.